Some breaking news for you at this hour. We are now learning special counsel Jack Smith obtaining a search warrant for records related to former President Trump's Twitter account. David Spunt live in Washington on what we're learning here. David?
Sandra, this is just breaking. It's from a federal appeals court ruling, and we have learned, based on this ruling, that special counsel Jack Smith actually went to Twitter and served a warrant to look at the former president's Twitter account in January of 2023. This was 2 months after newly Twitter owner Elon Musk reinstated that account. And we're going through this right now. It's several dozen pages. It ruled that Twitter, it revealed that Twitter was sanctioned $350,000 for not complying with the court order to turn over some of that information. Jack Smith's office believed that there were some, quote, criminal offenses, evidence of criminal offenses. So Twitter was fined $350,000, this coming from the Circuit Court of Appeals here in Washington, D.C. Sandra, we're also following a potential protective order, which is just a proposal that may be announced on Friday. The next date for Trump's court team is going to be on Friday, 2 days in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump says he will not abide by any sort of protective order. Watch.
When we say I can't talk, I will talk about it. I will. They're not taking away my First Amendment right.
Now, a judge set a court hearing Friday in Washington to hash out arguments from both sides. Special counsel Smith wants a protective order, and really what that is, Sandra, it would ban Donald Trump from talking about certain aspects of the case, like witnesses and other types of evidence. This is after he went on social media and typed out, quote, "If you go after me, I'm coming after you." That was last Friday. Now, special counsel Jack Smith's team took this as a threat, potentially to witnesses, and asked for that protective order that would prevent him from doing so in the future.
It is a virtual certainty that Judge Chutkan will impose a protective order in this case. I'm not as confident that she is going to endorse the fairly robust protective order that the special counsel was recommending. My guess is that she may be inclined to split the difference and place limitations on certain types of evidence or certain categories of evidence that can't be disclosed.
And Sandra, Trump's team has said this has always been about free speech, but special counsel Smith in the indictment says it's not about free speech. In fact, writing, quote, "The defendant," meaning Donald Trump, "had a right, like every American, to speak publicly about the election and even to claim falsely that there had been outcome determinative fraud during the election and that he had won," end quote. Smith goes on to say what was illegal are the attempts Trump made to try to switch votes from Joe Biden to himself. Smith says he did so by ordering fake electors and fake election certificates. Now, it's possible, and I say possible, the government could go a step further if Trump ignores the protective order and asks for a full-blown gag order. That's the full shebang, meaning no talking about the case, period. But given the fact that we're in this heightened election season already, that is unlikely to do that to the front runner in the Republican Party. Sandra?
All right, a lot to take in there. Breaking news, David Spunt out of Washington for us. Thank you so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.